Hi guys. In class 11, after learning the journal entries, we are put into the chapter cash book. Now, cash book is basically a ledger and is also a book of original entry. So, it's called subsidiary book at times. In a cash book, we only take consideration of the cash transactions and no credit transactions are brought into the cash book preparation. In simple words, to prepare the cash book, if in the sum there are mentioned any credit transaction, do not note that credit transaction in your cash book solution. Okay? Now, cash book is a ledger, so you can see the format at the first, and it has two sides. Basically, the left hand side, the debit side, which is actually the receipt side, and the right hand side, the credit side, which is actually the payment side. So any receipt of the cash or the check will be brought into the debit side, that is the received side, and any form of payment either by the cash or by check will be brought to the credit side, that is the payment side. Now you have to remember that a firm prepares a cash book every month, and whatever balance amount it has at the end of the month is carried or brought forward to the next month. You must have noted that at the beginning we make the entry to balance BD, which means that amount is the left amount of the previous month. That means the amount that we make the entry, any numerical amount that we make the entry, that amount is the remaining amount of the previous month. Now, one last thing for understanding the cash book before we move on to the example is that it is cash book can be of double column or a triple column. Now there is no much difference between the double on the and the triple column, because only a discount column is added. If you can see the format, you understand discount column is added on the debit side as well as the credit side, and for this it is only recorded as the triple column cash book. That means if you understand the double column cash book, you can very well understand the triple column cash book as well. When in case of receiving, that means the firm must have sold, so in that case the discount is given. So here the discount will be called discount allowed. On the credit side, that is the payment side, the discount may be received by the firm, so that's why the discount column here is called discount received. To understand further, we need to look at the example now that is shared with you. Have a look at the question. Now see, September 1st says cash in hand 75,000 and bank overdraft is 35,000. So debit side for September 1st to balance BD, do not write CD. It will be BD brought down and amount will be under the cash column. September 1st on the credit side will be by balance BD, amount will be under the bank column 35,000. September 2nd says paid wages. Simply amount is being paid, so under the credit side put the date. By wages account, amount will be under the cash column 2000. September 5th says cash sales 70,000 and there was a discount that was given, as it is the case of selling, so discount must have been given, not received but given. So here on the debit side, September 5th will be to sales account, amount will be under the cash column 69,000 and 1,000 will be on the discount allowed. Why 69,000 and 1,000 is broken up? Because the matter total is of 70,000 and in that 1,000 was the discount that is given. September 10 says cash deposit into bank, and we know that if amount is withdrawn from the bank for the office use or from the office or the organization, the amount is deposited into the bank, it is always a contra entry. Those who have doubt with the contra entry, you can check out the video. I have separately made a video for the contra entry. It will give you a clear understanding for that. Now for the September 10, we make the entry to cash account under the bank column 40,000. On the credit side, by bank account under the cash column 40,000. Do not forget to mention that letter C under the folio columns, both on the debit side as well as the credit side, because it gives a clear understanding that you have made a contra entry. Now let's move on to the September 15th. It says goods purchased by check 20,000 and received discount of 600 rupees. Again we will break the amount of 20,000. So entry will be on the credit side. By purchases account, you can see discount received says of 600. So make the entry under the discount column 600, and 19,400 will be in the bank column because the amount was paid by check. September 20 says paid rent. Simply we will make the entry on the credit side by rent account. Do not forget the dates correspondingly. By rent account under the particulars credit side, amount will be under the cash column. September 25 says due from bank for personal use. Now, as I already mentioned, that if the amount is withdrawn from the bank for personal use, it will not be a contra entry. So simply we will write under the date 25th September. Particulars will be by drawings account and the amount will be under the bank column, that is 4,000 rupees. September 30 says salary paid 10,000. Simply on the credit side, put the date. By salary account on the particulars, amount will be under the cash column 10,000 rupees. Again, on September 30 there are two transactions for the same date. There can be many transactions for a same date because in a factory or an organization there are many transactions that take place. So September 30 says issued check dated 1st December and the amount is 10,000 to the company called R&Co. Now, one last important thing for balancing the ledger, we need to always balance the ledger at the last. The dates will be here, the last day of the month, that is September 30. So we see cash, for the cash column, it is a debit transaction. That means the debit side is more. Answer comes out on the credit side. We write there buy balance CD. Date will be September 30. Buy balance CD, it is 87,000. For the bank column, we find that it is a credit transaction. That means the credit side is more. Answer comes out on the debit side by the amount 28,400. Clear? So date will be again the last day of that month, September 2 balance CD. Answer is 20,400. Now we have to now transpose the amount to the opposite side. That means 2 balance CD will be going to the credit side. Buy balance BD will it be, and buy balance CD that is there for the cash will be going to the opposite side, that is the debit side, by the term 2 balance BD. The date will be the next day of the first day of the next month. This way you have to handle the cash book sums. I will be sharing some more typical types of sums for your better understanding, because you can understand in the exams it is not that the easy sums that will be there. So for clear understanding, I will be sharing some more sums with you in the future. Now if you haven't followed any of the transactions, how it is made, please mention in the comment section, and please do subscribe my channel and please put some likes for my channel. Thank you.